Hey guys, I'm just gonna fly through Saturday's home workout with you. Okay, so I know you're all mad eager to get out and get our mystery challenge underway. Okay, so the workout today is just a little bit shorter. Okay, still quite tough, but not as long as the last couple of Saturdays and stuff. So obviously I knew the mystery challenge was coming up. Okay, so just to fly through our mobility work. So first thing is a quad stretch. So quad stretch can be done standing up. You can do it on a bench or we can do it on the floor. So standing up is just simple, foot into hand, knees together. Okay, squeezing my glutes, pushing my rib cage down, tucking my pelvis under and pushing my hips forward. Okay, so getting a nice big stretch all down the front of the quad. Or we can just do it in that half kneeling position, reach behind, pull in, okay, and then just leaning forward into it, doing all the same things from the standing up version, or we can put one hand on the bench, one knee on the bench. So loads of different ways of doing a quad stretch. Okay, so holding that for about 45 seconds. Then we're just going to do a pigeon stretch. Okay, so pigeon stretch, stepping leg forward, letting that leg collapse out to the side. We want to get as close to a 90-degree angle and the front leg as we possibly can. Okay, so not sitting down and out to the side like that. We want to stay up nice and tall, okay, and then think of more, as opposed to bringing your chest down towards the floor, we want to try and bring our belly button down towards the floor. Okay, so that's where I want to be thinking, not collapsing over. So think more, bringing my belly button towards the floor, keep my chest up, and that's how it should feel, nice and high up on the outside of our glute. Okay, so about 45 seconds on each side with that, and then we're just going to do some shoulder stability. So whatever weight you have and that you can manage to get up overhead. Okay, so we can do this either in a half kneeling position or you can do it standing up. So I'm going to take my weight, I'm going to push that weight all the way right up overhead, full extension, okay, really pushing that right through, making that reach, getting my lats engaged, and then I'm going to lock that into place and hold overhead for between 20 and 30 seconds depending on the weight that you have available to you. Is that okay? So 20 to 30 seconds on each side with that, and we're looking at 3 rounds as usual. Then we're coming into our Metcon. So we just got 2 movements, okay? So 2 movements, you will do both movements for 30 reps. Okay, then we will do 20 and then we will do 10. That's it. Okay, so it is a little bit easier, a little bit shorter, okay, but still challenging enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to do reverse crunches. Okay, so reverse crunches, basically when a normal crunch, it's obviously movement is our shoulders and head and chest is what's coming up. Okay, with this we're going to be more lying back down, maintaining the upper body position, okay, as our knees and legs tuck in and extend out in a nice controlled manner. Okay, so always when we're doing this, I want to see lower back squeezed against the floor, head and shoulders are slightly elevated, so I'm not lying flat on the ground like this. I want to squeeze that lower back against the ground, lift my head and shoulders up, and then I'm going to tuck my knees in. Okay, then I'm going to extend my legs all the way out. There, my heel, okay, you can't just see it on the camera there, so I'll just turn. So my heel is never actually coming down onto the ground. Okay, so I'm keeping, once I get started, it is there, extending out, tucking all the way in, and out. Okay, so I'm not putting my feet onto the ground. Okay, so if you have to obviously take a rest in between, then you can put your feet on the ground. But to maintain continuous reps, it is extending all the way out, controlling and coming back in, keeping them maybe about 4 to 5 inches or so off the floor. Is that okay? Squeezing that lower back against the ground, head, chest and shoulders are elevated as well, almost like you're in your hollow hold position. Is that okay? So you'll do 30 of those. Anyone that wants to make it a little bit different, a little bit more challenging for themselves, if you have access to a bar, okay, we can do hanging knee tucks either. Okay, but I only want you to do that if you are doing proper knee tucks. Okay, so I don't want you getting into a hang position and just doing this. Okay, it must be all the way right up and full extension down. It's just a little bit different for anyone that has access to a bar and is capable of doing that. Okay, so you'll do 30 of those. Then we're going to do overhead lunges. Ideally with these today, guys, whether you're doing overhead, okay, if you can't do overhead, you do them with weight at your side, or if you struggle with that, you're going to do them body weight. But ideally today, what we are looking for is movement. Okay, so we're looking to do walking lunges. Okay, so if I'm using a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a plate, okay, dumbbell for example is taking that all the way up overhead, stepping out, down to touch, 2 feet back together, stepping out, down to touch. Okay, so it is walking out depending on your space. Okay, it is 30 steps. Remember, when we're doing walking lunges, it is not doing this and not actually ever standing up. Okay, you need to bring your 2 feet back together every single rep. Is that okay? So you will do 30 of those. Depending, you might be able to do 5 or 6 one way, 5 or 6 coming back, depending on the space you have available to you. Okay, so you will do 30 reverse crunches, you will do 30 overhead walking lunges, then you will do 20 of each, and then you will do 10 of each to finish. That is it, guys. Not much more else to explain. Best of luck, everybody, with the mystery challenge. Okay, it is a tough enough one. Okay, so just get out and just enjoy it. That's it, guys. I will talk to you on Zoom at 10 a.m. See you then.